MMAViking.com here with Tor Troeng in Umeå at Renyi. Finally, we make it up here. Let's talk about the history of the gym a little bit. When did it come about, and just talk about how it got started?
The gym here in Umeå, we started training for like shoot fighting, what it's called back then, and I think it was around like 99, 2000, something like that. So it was pretty early starting here, and after that we turned into the gym Renyi, and then we with a Thai boxing team here too. So we kind of started collaboration with these guys, and from that we have been here and working hard since then.
Were you one of the guys that actually started it and started putting some mats down here and said, let's start this club, or were there other guys before you?
This year I was at the location where now I was one of the guys who started like fixing it so we can start being here. It was pretty messy before it was here. Now it's not a pretty place, but still we call it a home. So it's the way we want to have it. And I mean, I didn't start the club or the gym or anything like that, but I was the one starting training early and started competing here.
When did you guys realize that on a competition level now you've produced 2 UFC fighters in this little, gym. It's amazing that, you've done that and you have lots of prospects coming up. When did you realize that you had the guys and the element to produce top fighters?
I think when we started we didn't know anything at all. We didn't know how to do it, and pretty much no one did in Sweden. And it was, and you start to learn and try to travel around the world to learn how to do this, and we develop a lot of knowledge how to do it, and we're always working hard there. And that, I think that's the key why we're successing, is because we're working hard and we always try to develop things and take the next step all the time.
And now that you're retired, what is your role? Are you going to be head coach, head trainer? Are you going to travel around with these guys every time they fight?
I mean, it's still very early. I haven't really organized myself totally, but I started working with the guys and tried to give them more of the things I missed when I was an active fighter. I want to give more methodical work and try to put in more thoughts about how you do things all the time. So I try to bring that into the game and give my perspective of fighting. I mean, everybody have the different style, and I try to give my way of looking at it.
Are you really retired, or is it one of these things where, let's say, like Dana White calls and says CM Punk needs an opponent and we want a veteran to match up against him? Is that a possibility?
I wouldn't right now. No, definitely not. I feel I really don't want to fight anymore. I like training. I like the part of being in the gym and doing that part, and more have like a coaching role instead of fighting. So I'm retired. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. There's been some whispers. There was a great promotion here, Battle of Botnia, that used to put on shows. And it seems like, I'm looking at these posters, I remember in the background just walking in here. Is that something that has a chance of coming back someday?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? There's nothing scheduled yet, but who knows? I mean, we had a big success in those fights and those events, so why not? Who sees? We're probably going to have it again.
Do you think Sweden needs more promotions? You got a lot of upcoming guys, and I've been chatting with them, and they all say, I want to fight. Do you think things have changed recently, kind of for young fighters?
Yeah, since the UFC came here to Sweden, a lot of the local promotions have faded out, and we don't have in the same way people that are organizing fights in the same way. I think we need that in Sweden to keep having upcoming fighters that can compete in the highest level.
Thinking back on your career, are there any fights that you like to rewatch now, or are there any highlights you go to or YouTube clips?
I'm not there yet. I'm not sometimes in my mind I forget that I don't fight anymore, but I'm not really there that I start watching my old fights. I still don't see it as that far away. So I mean, in the process where I am now, it's more of like starting into coming into the coaching part, and I really like that part too. It's always been a part of me in my training too. I mean, I like that part of the fighting too. So I'm more in that right now.
Okay.
I don't want to like put up some memories on the wall yet. You know, I don't feel like that old. I feel like I still have something to give, and I feel like I don't. I'm not there yet.
Let's talk about maybe just give us a glimpse into the future. You got a lot of guys rolling around here, and it seems like you're going to have a pro roster pretty soon. Talk about some of the younger guys maybe we should keep an eye out for.
Yeah, I mean, we have both Fernando and Victor is coming up, and is gonna start competing. I mean, both of them had a pro debut, but they're gonna start competing for real, and I want to really make sure they have the best preparations for every fight. So I'm kind of involved in the elite guys here and try to give them as good opportunities as possible.
Great. Well, thanks for your time, Thor. It's always a pleasure, and I guess we'll have a part 2 with a little ice bath coming up soon, so you can really show us what Umeå's all about.
Definitely. Nice having you here, guys.
Tack, Thor.